All right, the topic of today is, can you run a 35-inch tire on 2022 ZR2 1500 on a factory stock suspension without any lift? The answer is yes, you can, with a caveat. Over a year ago, I upgraded the tires on my truck to 35s, but it's a different 35s on this truck. The size, as I will show you right now, is 305/70/18 Duratrack. This is the same size you get on the ZR2 HD 2500. This is the same tire. This is the same tire, or the size of the tire, that you get from the Hummer electric truck. And to be precise, this very particular one came off of 2023 Hummer electric truck. So, Ram TRX run almost 13-inch wide tire. I'm not I think it run 325/18, and Ford Raptor run 12.5 wide. If you want to run 35 without any lift, you have to run a 35/12. This is 12 inches wide. And I'm telling you, on a stock suspension without any lift, this is the only size you can run, as I will show you in a minute. Did you see the poke? That poke was not stock. Even with running 12.5, I'm not sure if you can see it from here. Inside there, right there, way right there, it's almost like half-inch spacer. Why spacer? The reason why you need that half-inch spacer is because of your front suspension. Let's go to the front. As you can see, in the front also, I ran the same thing. It's way in there, half-inch. The reason why you need that is because of the clearance right here. See the finger? It gives you enough space to clear your upper control arm if you want to run a factory suspension. All this problem, you don't have to go through it. If you're gonna lift the truck, you'll be able to clear all this without stress. But if you want to keep your stock suspension, you have to run that half-inch spacer, just so you have that. I've been running this suspension for 11 months. This setting has been 11 months right now. 11 months, 10,000 miles. No problem. No single problem. So, and the other question that people ask me is, am I going to trim anything? Yes, you will do some trimming. And I have a box, or I have reference for you right here. I'm sorry, this is a very crude video, but it's practical. You will do some trimming. Let's start from the front. And please ignore my my crazy stuff. So this piece right here is the part of the bumper. See, it's metal. This piece was just about here. It was just about there. Some people do they space the bumper out. They took the entire bumper off and do some spacer just to have a little clearance. I didn't go that route. I did this maybe ½ inch. I'm not really precise on my measurements, but you get the idea. I have this trimming. I trimmed this this piece off just to go straight to the point. Then I went on Amazon. I bought this little bit of plastic trim. It has metal on the inside. Then I put the plastic trim on it, and 11 months it's been holding. And the rug or the carpets, the dampener or noise, whatever that GM put on, I did a little bit trimming on that side. I'm gonna start the truck, and I'm gonna turn the wheels so you see how much room it created. So don't forget, you can only run a 35 with 12-inch wide if you want to keep the stock suspension. This is the amount of space you get right here. Did I do trimming? Yes, I did. Let's go into my trimming box. So I kept everything from the past few months. I use a sawzall or whatever you find around the house. I trim as I go. I had my wife in the car and asked her to turn the wheels, and I trim to fit. You can see right here. Oh, sorry, this is out of focus. This is the metal. It's the crash metal. It's the safety one that GM had. Some people would take this plastic off completely. Everything from here will be taken off completely, and trim everything and tuck it in and do everything, but I didn't do that. I just do a little trimming just to give the tire the amount of clearance that I need. And I've been running it for the past 11 months with over 10,000 miles on it. Do you get rub when it's fully locked? You get a little bit of rub when it's fully locked to lock. You do. How about the stands? This is what the stands look like. Remember, there's ½ inch spacer on all four corners. That's the stance. What about this side? As you can see, I did the same thing on this side. I cut the same, maybe just like ½ inch. I cut it and I used this to protect the tire from, after sanding it down, I spray paint the main stuff. I prime it and spray paint it black. After doing all that, from just to prevent it from rusting, then I had this on top of it. And if I zoom in, you can see the metal. So it's reinforced. It's the plastic that is reinforced. So it goes on top of it, and it just stays like that. And that was my solution. 10,000 miles later. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made. I don't have to buy thousands of dollars in suspension. I kept my suspension, stock suspension, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. And on this side, I did the same thing. I didn't trim ridiculously much. On this side, you can see it, the plastic right there is missing. Maybe in the future, when I change this tire again, I'm probably gonna do some trimming a little bit more, because it's gonna be a brand new tire with more tread on it. I'm fine with doing trimming. I'm really fine with that. I don't mind. And as you can see, I'll show you again. In there is the 1/2-inch spacer, probably one of the thinnest spacer you can run. Very thin. It's right there, very, very thin. It just helps you to clear the upper control arm. That way, when you're bouncing around, you're good to go. Your finger is just about going into it. And I've been all over the states, multiple states, long travel, everything. This thing is super reliable. Stock suspension, right turn, the way GM meant it to be. I've never done any alignment, adjustment, anything. I put the tire on, everything was just straight. And you can see it, just like that. Sorry, it's a little out of focus. And for reference, that's what it looks like. For reference. Right there. So you can run 35. You're not gonna be able to run 12.5 by 305. Remember, the size is the key. 305, 70, 18. Then you'll be able to run stock. I said earlier that I'm going to start the truck and turn the tires so that we can see what it looks like from lock to lock. So let's do that. Sorry if this video is a little long, because I've been wanting to do it. People's been asking me for over a year now, or for almost a year now, to post videos, but I've not been able to post videos. So this is the time to do it. I'm doing it in a crude way. I'm sorry. And by the way, what the exhaust is, I'll show you. Factory resonator. Let's go. This is where it's at. Let's go underneath. Oh, sorry. Yay, we're back. I almost lost that. So for the exhaust on this truck, sorry, I know you guys asked for the tire, but I threw the exhaust into it. I'm running Baller Attack with a trombone piece right there. This piece changed everything. If you're gonna run Baller Attack on this truck, you make sure you run this trombone piece with it. This combination is the best. We take this truck on a long trip. This is the key, man. It takes the drone out of anything in 10th gear. It's super smooth. I've been running it for a year and a half now, since brand new on this truck. This piece is made by Baller. It's almost the same design they use in Ram TRX, a bigger one and a longer one, but this piece is the main thing. You gotta make sure you have that piece to it. It's perfecto. All right, let's go back to the tires, how they run. You have to travel to the other side of the truck. Let's do lock to lock. Right now, this is the full lock. This is stability. This is why I said you have to make some trimming just so it will pass this section. If you don't trim it, the moment your tire hit this section, it will make noise and it will keep making noise. But you do that trimming, then you'll be able to get into that pocket and you're all set. This is locked to the left. And in the front, this is what it looks like. And earlier I said you'll be able to clear your upper control ring. As you can see, it cleared everything. Everything is stopped. Nothing, no spacer except the half inch, just to clear that section. Let's go to the other side. Alright, on the other side, this is why you have to trim this piece. You see the gap between your tire and the front bumper. This is you turning left, assuming you turn completely to the left, lock to lock. That's why you have to trim it. Space the suspension and the bumper, whatever you have to do. That's why you have to do that. And right here, as you can see, you need a spacer just so you can clear that. You need half-inch spacer. That's the smallest spacer you could get. You're gonna need it. So now let's turn it back to the right side. Truck only have 14,973 miles on it. In the next few drive is going to be 15,000. So hang on, we're almost done. We know we have the clearance on here, and what about here? Your finger can almost pass it. That's it. Here, that's why you have to do that trimming. Smooth. Smooth. All right. Coming back here. Turn completely. Lock to lock. You have that space. Would you be able to jump it? Yeah, if you choose to. But if you're being reasonable and you just want to do some serious off-road crawling, you will be able to use this truck. But if you want to jump it, disclaimer, at your own risk. So, I guess I've answered the question. Can you fit 35 on ZR2 1500? Yes. But you cannot run 12 and a half. You can only run 12 wide. 305 70 18. 2500 GMC ZR2, same tire. GMC 84X ZR2 2500, same tire. 1500, same tire. You'll be able to run 35, but you're not gonna run 35 and 12 and a half wide. You are limited to just 12 wide. Even with the 12 wide, don't forget the spacer. You have to run that half-inch spacer. So guys, thank you very much. I'm sorry it takes forever, but I finally get to it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you learn anything from it, I'm happy for you. I like this truck. Actually, it's my wife daily, and she loves it. So good. Have a nice day. Bye.